Hey guys, Michael here. Today I've got a cool little opportunity in Canberra. It's actually a cash flow positive property where you can buy a 2-bedroom apartment for $550 that rents for $675 plus. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the particular cash flow, what funds are needed to complete, and then I'm going to talk about the suburb. So this is a property that, as you can see, even before you do tax, is actually positive nearly $5,000 per year. So I'm going to run on the costs involved to buy this property to start with. We're looking at $81,000. Now that is incorporating a 10% deposit of $55,000. Your stamp duty at $14,900. Your lender's mortgage insurance at $7,800. Your loan establishment fee, your valuation, and also your legal fees as well of about $2,500. Now what does that mean for cash flow? So your cash flow minus your expenses. Your expenses being your land tax, which in the ACT is an extra fee as an investor. You've got your strata, you've got your property management, you've got your letting fee, you've got your landlord insurance, you've got your rates. All these costs are going to be a yearly expense, and you're looking at around $10,500. But because we're bought in an area where it has a very strong rental yield, your net position after paying all those costs is still very good. We're looking at nearly $5,000 before we even do our tax. What that means weekly is $93 back in your pocket every week that you get to pay down your debt. This is a property that pays itself off, that you're not having to reach into your wage to pay down the debt itself. Also post-tax, this is the nice to haves. You always want the positive cash flow before tax. This is the nice to haves where you can reduce your taxable income. I've done this on an $80,000 wage when you're working out depreciation, which means that this means it's actually nearly $7,000 positive cash flow after you do tax, or $134 a week back into your pocket after you do tax. Now, why do I like Canberra? Why do I like Campbell? Campbell is a very, very tightly held suburb. At the moment, there are 10 properties on the market for rent. Now, that's 5 houses and 5 apartments. If you have a look, there's a 1-bedroom, really nice 1-bedroom apartment. Looks like it's brand new. That's rented for $595 a week. Are there any 2-bedrooms? I'm sorry to say there are no 2-bedrooms for rent, but there are 3-bedrooms. They start at $795 and go up to nearly $1,000 for a 3-bedroom apartment in Campbell. Houses, there's 5 of them on the market at the moment, and they range from $950 a week up to $1,600 a week for rent. So a very, very tightly held market, only 10 properties in the whole suburb up for rent. We talk about sales. There are, I think, 6 2-bedroom apartments. But 4 of them are about 30, 40 years old, and there are 2 2-bedrooms. Now, they're not really proper 2-bedrooms, as they are 1-bedroom with multi-purpose room, which means no window. It's like a sliding door into the main area, but they want $549,000 up to $569,000 for technically a 1-bedroom with multi-purpose room. So because we've been able to secure 6 of these apartments, 2 already sold, from the developer from 2.5-year pricing, because it was off the plan, it's completing in about 3 months. He's kept the original pricing, and we've been able to secure them at between $550,000 and $570,000. Some will have views over to the mountain ranges to the north, and some will have views towards and have a few little water glimpses from level 7 as well. So getting into something like this where you actually technically have some equity potentially built in at roughly 5 or 10%, you get a strong rental yield. It's actually paying down its own debt, and you're putting money back in your pocket, and you're in a very strong market where the population is forecast to grow from about 400,000 to 1 million over the next 30 odd years. You've got some really, really strong pressures. So getting a good asset like this will really help, especially if it's your first or second. So if you'd like to get a little bit more information about this particular investment opportunity, I can send you through all the information. I can also send you the cash flow analysis so you can dissect it all and see where I put everything, so you're happy with the numbers and also the area and the project and everything. But get in touch, let's have a chat. Cheers.